All right, so we got Amazing Spider-Man number 15 out of the Nick Spencer run, and so far every issue I've liked except for this one and the last one. And it's not because of the story. I think Nick Spencer's doing great and he does great in here. It's the art. So this is still Chris Blanco, however you say his name, who has good stuff under his belt. I just don't think the guy is very good at doing Spider-Man. I really don't. He just doesn't. Maybe he's just not a Spider-Man guy. Maybe he's just on cruise control, doesn't care. But I'm sorry, like, this does not fit a Spider-Man book. Now this is fine. It's when he just does regular faces that I have a problem. Like, you can see how he does the faces here. I just don't like this. Particularly when we had Otley, and I forgot who else was on the book. I think Romero's came back on. And that's the style that it at least has been the standard for the past, like, at least 12, 13 years now. Even going back before that in the JMS run. And then this just comes out of nowhere. I didn't like him when he was on Spectacular Spider-Man either with Zdarsky. I don't like this art. It doesn't fit. And it really just comes out of nowhere considering the style of the book for the past, 12 issues. And then we get this. He's off after this. I hope he doesn't come back to this book. Put him on X-Men or something. That's the last time I remember him being good, or that I remember him in period. Like, he seems to do a better job over there. But maybe he's just on cruise control now. I don't know what's going on with the guy. I just don't like this art. It totally just breaks the immersion. Looks fine when they're in masks and stuff, but it is what it is. As far as like the story goes, if you want spoilers, you can skip this issue. There's nothing really big that happens other than a setup. I like this subplot though with the lizard and his son here. So if you don't know what's happened, and you're going to see the same thing when Ned Leeds comes in a little bit. Clone conspiracy. A lot of people got brought back. A lot of people died again after getting brought back. But the lizard's family, he injects them with the same kind of stuff that he has that made him who he is, and that's to save their lives. But the side effect was they look like little lizard people. And he's just struggling with that, and you get some good family drama. He wants to go hang out with friends and be, a kid, and Kurt won't let him do that. And he's texting with some people, and my guess is this is going to be a trap. Nice Captain Marvel poster, too, I'm sure. He's talking to his friends, and they want him to come hang out, and he ends up sneaking out, and I think that's going to be a setup to the Kraven plot that's coming, which we'll get to. But this book is just all set up. It's more so about Peter Parker and Aunt May. There's a big scene where Aunt May, is trapped under some rubble, and Peter, pushes his limit to take it off of her and save her, and he ends up saving a lot of people. The coolest moment in this book, though, is when he finds that the dude that was dying at the bottom of the rubble pit was Ned Leeds, and we get this really cool scene, even with the art that I don't care for. This was a pretty good scene. Ned's like, you got to protect Betty, and he ends up dying right there. And that's a really good story right here, storytelling. You have him just kind of, passing away with no dialogue. I do think that that's really good. Then we get some more plots and stuff. It's all being set up to this story, where we have Kraven the Hunter building this. We get a scene of Central Park. He's going to put the shield dome over this, and he's already captured Vulture, Scorpion, and Rhino now. So it looks like he's going to hunt all of the animal characters, which that's interesting. I think Spencer's setting up a good job. He's been setting this story up for like 14 issues now, and we'll see what happens. It's interesting to see how Kraven's going to hunt like a bunch of people at the same time, or if he's planning on them all fighting each other while he hunts them. I'm not sure. But I will say, look at this shot. This looks really good. So he's really good at backgrounds, but as far as like the people, it's like he's just lazy. I don't know. It's just his style doesn't work for me in this book. It just doesn't work for me. But anyway, overall, this was pretty good. I did enjoy it. I just don't care for the art. That's my biggest complaint, and I'm glad that he's gone after this issue. A lot of people seem to be okay with it. I just don't care for it at all. But overall, I'm still really happy with this series. It's been consistently good. Can't wait for a different artist to come on. I'm really, really looking forward to a new artist. Other than that, that's really it. Not really too much happens. Like I said, it's just setting up for the story that's coming, and I'll probably start next issue, I think. We'll see. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you're thinking about this series, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.